I felt terrible the last few weeks. Today's date is February 27th, 2025. I haven't felt very well the last few weeks, and it kind of proves itself because I've had non-stop nausea for a few weeks now. Basically unbearable. Another thing, adding to that, I haven't been productive, done anything to fix it but lie in bed and sulk in my own self-hatred. The common thing among a lot of people. My grievance is finally cracking the glass and I'm making an effort to say something about it. So, let's get real. Let's talk about anxiety and the feelings that acquaint to it. Let's talk about so many different things to the point where we kind of need to address it ourselves. Let's take a deep breath and understand why we can feel anxious or troubled by pressure. The biggest issue that I have constantly is getting waves of depressive feelings, and among a lot of other things as well. It doesn't really help a lot. It doesn't really help a lot that I haven't really done anything to kind of like worry about it more. But at the same time, like, there's not going to be a lot of room for doing anything. Like, if you don't have anything, then you can't fail. Can't fail if you have nothing to fail with. If you have nothing, you can't fail, because there is no such thing as failure in that room. But a giant thing that I guess I and a lot of other people suffer, I want to say suffer, but not really. A lot of things that I struggle with is kind of just motivating myself to get to tasks that I should have done a while ago. So like, I should have recorded this video like 2 weeks ago or something, but I didn't because my health started going down after a giant allergy spike. It's finally lessening to the point that I can actually record something and sit up at my desk and just record. That's the neat part. The not so neat part is feeling useless during those few weeks. I felt helpless to do anything. I was desperate to feel better. I was open to doing a lot of different options, going through with a lot of different options, like going to the ER if needed. I didn't go to the ER. I went to the doctor's office yesterday. Like, hey, you should go back on Allegra because that's way stronger than prescription grade Zyrtec. So I'm back on that again, which is quite nice actually. A lot of people, like myself, struggle with anxiety, like being worried in the places that you might feel that you shouldn't really be worried about, and that's what kind of like sucks. I'm gonna be completely honest. That is a giant thing that just sucks, and I hate that because we kind of dismiss ourselves for feeling that way. Subconsciously we dismiss it and say it's not normal to do that. That it's not normal to feel that way when it definitely is. It's completely normal to feel that way, and it would make sense. If you can feel that way, I can feel that way too. A lot of people struggle with seemingly the same or around the same thing, and that's what kind of sucks. So let's get real yet again and talk about maybe trying to just motivate ourselves even when we don't have motivation to do a thing. I'd say it's kind of what helps, but at the same time, I don't know what really helps, because for each different person, it's a completely different process. Like, you may have certain issues that you want to address, but you kind of can't because they're kind of in the way. Or maybe you feel really anxious about something and you're worried about how it's going to turn out, whether for the better or for the worse. I don't think that we should kind of like dwell on those things, because even though we realize it, it's really, really not good for you. In the same sense that letting out your frustrations will work, beating yourself up will not create a solution. When trying to find a solution, beating yourself up is not one of them. That's what I find interesting, is that through all the strength we feel like we don't have, we continue to boost other people instead of ourselves. You should feel confident in places of doubt and uncertainty. You should feel confident in uncomfortable environments, even if you don't feel like you can achieve much. I'm going to say this time and time again throughout this channel, that I'm making myself very uncomfortable in the environment I've prepared for myself, essentially. I'm not good at speaking publicly. I'm not good at doing anything that even like aligns with what I say. I'm not good at that. But I made this so that I can get better at that. And whatever the reason that you want to get better at whatever you're trying to get better at, your reason is completely valid. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. It doesn't have to be, I'm not skilled at this, I want to get better so I can be recognized. You do not have to do that. You can simply do it because you want to. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can opt out at any time, and you can take the stride in your own way. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to plan to do after this, but if at some point things don't work out, then I'll keep going. And you should too. I haven't taken a giant gamble in a while, and I probably should, because that kind of thing is coming up, and I should probably push myself further beyond my limit. And I don't expect to win in that gamble. You never expect to win, even if you don't win. You keep going. Regardless of the outcome, you continue to go. You continue to persist and walk. So, shining lantern in your hand, let's keep walking and light this cave further and further and further until we finally reach the sunny end. Yeah, I haven't been feeling great as of late. I haven't been productive. I haven't felt that great because I haven't been productive, but that's completely reasonable. My health kind of diminished because of the sudden allergy spike, and I hadn't known why. But now, in the future, I know to relate this to something else. To relate this specific feeling to my allergies. I've grown from it, and I'm happy I grew from it. I'm still persisting even though I'm not motivated to do so. I'm still here doing all that I can to just live a life and maybe push out content to some of the people who watch this. So, if nobody has told you yet today, I am proud of you. I am genuinely more proud than you probably could ever be. I'm proud of you, and you deserve to be proud of yourself. You deserve to be loved and have self-love capabilities. You deserve a lot of the things you've been given, even if they feel wrong. You deserve the world. And so do I. Again, let's be brighter than the sun. Let's keep holding the lantern close to us. With that, I'll see you later.